Hiker Jay here. This week I'm talking about a sweet little EDC everyday carry flashlight by NITECORE. It's the Tiki. They have updated it and they've done some really cool things to it. Now, if you're an everyday carry type of guy like me that want to be prepared all the time, you of course go for your phone for a light, but it's pretty nice having it on your keys when it's this small. This is 300 lumens. Boom, just like that. Turn it on and you've got it. Additionally, it has sort of a lantern feature and then 4 different settings and also chargeable by a phone charger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all the features, then we're gonna head out into the woods. I'm gonna show you in a practical experience what it's like out in pitch dark in the woods trying to check and work on your engine. If this is the first time to my channel, if you could hit subscribe, that would be awesome. Would love to have you along. I put out new videos every week on outdoor gear and such. And as always, the products that I'm talking about are linked down below in the description. So NITECORE did send this to me, so full disclosure, they sent it to me, I get to keep it, they're not paying me to do this review, but as I always do, I use it for 2 weeks before I actually talk about it. And I have found that this has been a go-to for me when it comes to a flashlight that's on my keychain. Now you all know I have that video about this little Swissy that I've carried for over 30 years, this style of Swissy, you know, classic D type style. I can put the review up here, but now I've got this light system. So many times you'll go to your phone, but you're holding it and it's weird. This one you can actually just turn on real quick and get a bright light and check something out. But you can also, by clicking it twice, you can go into a super light, dim color, and then you can go to the next one, next one, next one. And then so you got 4 different variants of light. And the brightest one is at 300 lumens. That's pretty amazing for this little package. Now the cool thing about this Tiki light is that not only does it do on the front there, but if you push it 3 times fast, it has an UV light. Now what it does is it makes this thing glow. And you could also use it to when you needed like a UV light type of setup. But then you can also click it to just white. You can hang it and it can be a lantern that's in your car or tent or whatever it might be. Additionally, you can get it to flash. So if you're in an emergency situation, I'll show you all these features out in the dark so you can see how they work in a real world scenario type setup. The construction is basically a plastic and then a little aluminum front on it there. It does come with a clip and an O-ring. I just put the O-ring actually on my keychain. I didn't want the clip, but the clip is kind of nice because you could unclip it and use it somewhere or hang it somewhere. So that is kind of cool to have that feature. So enough talking about this. Let's go check out how it works in the dark. I'm going to go out into the woods, pitch black night. I'm going to kind of simulate what it would be like to kind of check out something that's going wrong with your engine and how you could use this. So let's head out to the woods and check that out. So if you've got a problem with your vehicle or you need to get out real quick, you just grab your keys and you've got this super bright light. You can see down in there everywhere. Now that's me holding it down, but let's try the functions of the actual light. So that's the first brightness. You can see things. It's not bad, but I think I would go, let me go back to, that's 2. That's really not too bad either, but 3. Honestly, I think I would just blast it at 4 because being that this is so rechargeable, I would just use this to fix whatever I was going to fix right now. I also want to show you how it'll look in sort of the lantern phase too. So let's get the lantern on. That's the green light, the LED. There you go. Oop. So you could set it there and bank it off the top or something and work. That's not too awesome, but let's see what it's like if you just hang it down. While you're working, you could set it down in there or something too. That's plenty bright as well, just being kind of that lantern setting. And then, of course, the last thing I want to do is if we had emergency, 1, 2, 3, turn that on, that one. Oops, I missed the blink. Let's go back. There we go. I want to see what this is like. You put it on the front of your vehicle or back of your vehicle, and then people can pick it up. That's pretty bright. Like I can look and I can see, especially hitting the hood, it lights it up pretty well. So another good thing from just a survival standpoint, if you're lost and you call your buddies and they're trying to find you, put those keys out there like that and they'd be able to find you. This little Tiki light is awesome and it's so affordable. Like I said, the link is down below in the description. Everybody should have one on their keys. This should be an everyday carry item. I've used it so many times from the last week and a half that I've had it where I need to see a little bit more, where I used to grab my phone. Now I grab this and I just hold it down and I get the brightest light. Oh, actually, this is pretty sweet. Check it out. You can actually see, I could actually hike with this. I could hike on a trail with this if I needed to. Oh my gosh, I love this light. You should definitely get one. Let's go back to the studio and I'll give you my final thoughts on it there. So my final thoughts on the NITECORE Tiki, get one. Absolutely. They're so affordable. They're so cheap. They're a great gift for that outdoor person that you want to get that's always wanting to be prepared. This is something that you could get multiple of these and hook them on your backpacks and such so that you've got them whenever you need them. I think my favorite thing is that they're rechargeable off of a USB-C. So that is pretty sweet with how tiny this thing is, and it still has a rechargeable port. So check them out. Link is down below if you want to get one. Till next time, just remember, life's a hike, so hike happy, and don't end up in the dark. Carry a little flashlight. Pretty sweet little flashlight.